face, and Robertson put that one home, but a nice shot showing that he does have that offensive touch and can do more than just get assists, which he has plenty of this year so far.
And Hunter Hady's probably telling him, I know what that feels like. I scored in this game last year, and it would have been my first goal. And he's still looking for it. As he shoots right in there, Crothers will grab that one.
Really be 3 lines, 9 forwards actually in the lineup with Michigan dressing 7 defensemen. So don't be surprised also if Coach Naurato throws maybe a defenseman up front, maybe Miles Gust, who hasn't played a game this year, get him some more ice time maybe on a wing there with Josh Arico.
And here's the announcement. Number 13, P.J. Hughes.
And number 27, Malcolm Spence.
And so it's 1-0 Michigan.
So I'm going to be keeping an eye on keeping good habits and maintaining the way they want to play, and I think Coach Naurato's going to be stressing that on the bench, and I think that starts in the defensive zone. We saw a bit of a defensive zone breakdown a couple shifts ago that led to a pretty good scoring opportunity in front of Stephen Peck.
When you got Jack Ivankovic in front of you, how do you find playing time?
I mean, how fortunate for Michigan to have such depth at that position, the most important position in hockey. I mean, Ivankovic is one of the best in the entire country, and then to have Stephen Peck there as his insurance, that's quite a benefit for this Michigan group.
Ivankovic with almost 97% save percentage in the tournament up in Minnesota.
Yep, and he sounds like he's going to be Team Canada's starting goaltender going into the semifinals, which is exciting for not only for him, but for this Michigan group and a guy that they can all cheer on.
Now that's Barnett with a good play to keep that play in. He wears jersey number 13. He does. That's Abe Barnett. As the USA will shoot, and Peck makes the save. Boy, he had everything closed off on the low part of the net that time as he did the butterfly. And Draper will play it out on the left-hand side. Rail Mullen will swipe it into USA. Now it's Boyker. He'll play it into Michigan territory. Michigan leading 2-0. Out to center ice. Here's Hughes again. TJ coming into the left-hand circle. Looking around now. Waits. Look at the patience. Sends it over for Josh Arico. Now to Robertson. Back to Arico. Josh trying to send it ahead for TJ Hughes, but it was broken up. Back the other way. Here's a pass for Burchild. He was cutting into the left-hand side, but the puck went over his stick as Peck will grab this one, and Stephen Peck will hang on. Dump it in. Robertson smartly grabs that puck, and away to center he goes. Hughes plays it on the wing. Spence and Robertson played in behind the goal. Oh, here's one right in the goal crease. As Draper threw one in there. Almost got a good deflection in the net. Now Wyatt Cullen. Plays it around the Michigan zone. Sent down the ice. And another icing call here.
A little bit to kind of get in sync with everybody and get on the same page. So you're seeing a little bit of that here in the first 10 minutes of the first period.
Here's Ben Robertson, 14 assists on the year from his defensive position. And he got a goal tonight, the first one for Michigan. That will not count in the stats, but it counts. It doesn't.
Yeah, the boys will be giving him, I'm sure, ribbing him a little bit if he goes a few more games in the regular season without scoring one. But
back in the Michigan zone we go. Here's Moldenauer. Moldy's having a great year. In over the line, he comes right through the defense he tried to go, but they closed in on him. But he got the puck away. And here's Rail Mullen. Shoots. And that puck went high. Missed the target. Valentini. Inside the media. Back out top. Rail Mullen. Left-hand side. Down by the circle. Trying to play it out in front to Moldenauer. And it was broken up. Back to the point it goes. Nice job by Valentini to keep it in. But now USA will stride up the ice. Michigan did a great job. Oh, we got a penalty call coming up. as the Scherer went down. And
Rail Mullen, who's kind of right below us, your tournament aspiration. So this is a chance here. I think going on the road is a good thing, Al. I think to get on the road with the boys, focus on hockey. You're kind of just getting back in the swing of the semester, but get on the road, get back in the swing of the way you want to play, and establish yourself as a threat going into the tournament.
So a power play. Wait a second. We got another penalty call. Battling out in front of USA netminder Carruthers. They will have to make a decent save there. As they come in front, they score! And USA is on the board as Wyatt Cullen lights them up. Young man that's headed to Minnesota.
Not the majority, but several of them are going to be drafted in the NHL in this upcoming NHL entry draft. It's a high-skill group, so you give them an opportunity and they're going to score. A little 2-on-1. And Stephen Peck isn't quite able to get over post-to-post. And makes it 4-1 here for Michigan.
Now, first period's gone fast. Not too many whistles. Pretty much just for goals and a couple icings.
Pretty much, yeah.
Time running down, about a half minute. That's Drew Schock. Out here on the right point. Works his way down the boards. Takes it in behind the goal. Feeds it off now. Perron doing Perron things out there. Trying to get it to Rail Mullen and did. Mullen with it here on the near boards. Time running out of the period. 15 seconds left. Perron goes down in behind, trying to get it to Valentini. Rail Mullen with a little head fake. Now he shoots. Rebound. Oh boy, and what a save by Carruthers.
Oh, Duke almost had one.
And that's the end of the period.
Deke out a goalie, but his quick little release he has, I mean, he shows in the NHL now. That's why they're paying him big bucks in Winnipeg. And just got named to the U.S. Olympic team. So congratulations to all those guys. The Michigan Wolverines are going to be well represented at the Olympics this coming spring.
Well, 19 college players out of the 25 they selected. And 4 of the 19 college players are from Michigan.
Yeah, love it. And they're going to be some of their most impact players. I mean, you start with the back end, Zach Werenski and Quinn Hughes. That's going to be their top two, that top pairing.
Here's a chance. Oh, and Moldenauer had the puck go off his blade of his stick just as he's ready to pull the trigger. So Michigan attacking now right to left here early in the period as Fantilli came racing in from the blue line. Here's Valentini's shot. That one off the side of the goal. Carruthers had it covered on the corner that time. So Michigan with 4 goals in the first period. Jaden Perron, Nick Moldenauer, Josh Ernest, and Ben Roberts after the Notre Dame series next weekend. And Schock shot. And Drew Schock with a good wristing shot, but it deflected about 10 feet out in front of the goal and just went above the crossbar.
And a good job by Schock, just underhandling that puck, getting it, and just getting that shot off nice and quick. Ooh, another post.
Yep. He tried to squeeze one in there.
So they're beating Carruthers. Just haven't been beating the post. I think that's the 3rd post we've seen tonight, Al.
Now it goes back in the Michigan zone. We're in the second period. Michigan's outshot them 20-10, and it's 4-1. Now here comes Ty Duke. In front. Deflected. Oh, and Haiti almost had one. Puck just jumped over his stick, as we said before. Hunter Haiti doesn't have a goal in his college career yet, but he had one in this game last year because it didn't count. Now that would be my luck.
Typically known for his big, heavy play, being a physical guy out there. A couple tucks tonight. That's real nice for him. But Keenan Draper just throws one on net, and Josh Ernest, he does a good job getting net front, tracking that puck, and getting a stick on it. So a nice little tip from number 6.
Of course, you had to do a lot of that. You turned your back on the play and you had to go back after a puck, and then you turn around and you see a big guy like that coming at you.
Yeah, it's no fun. And he's a hit first kind of guy. So if I was playing against him, he'd be no fun to be retrieving pucks against.
Nolan Dion with us tonight. We're so glad to have him. Who was honored by being, honored all of us by being captain of the Michigan Wolverines in the 2016-2017.
Josh Ursay with the goal makes it 5-1. We're back out to Yost.
Michigan going right to left. They'll flip it down into USA territory. Mania on the boards. Playing hard on the puck. Grabbed it back. On a return pass from Hughes. Plays it off to the side of the goal. Trying to get it to Perron. That pass failed to click. Back comes USA up the ice. Mania with a good job. Coming back, preventing a 2-on-1. Now USA will play it back toward the point. Pack grabs that one. He'll hang on.
Better than that. That's that detail-oriented hockey that this Michigan team wants to play. You can't be making mental mistakes like that.
Well, sometimes in games like this, you do uncharacteristic things, don't you?
Yeah, I think so. And that's getting now into the second period. Their guys are starting to play with a little bit more confidence, maybe getting a little bit too overzealous with things and not covering for each other and not thinking defense first, which is what's made this Michigan team so dangerous and is the reason why they're ranked where they are.
Valentini to Moldenauer. Here is Hughes in front. He got slashed. A penalty call. Well, they had to do it, or else that was a goal. So 1 minute and 9 seconds left in the USA power play. They can come within 2. And they trailed 4-0. And 5-1. And have held their own here in the later part of the second period. Francesco will send it across. Back out top. Plants. In front. Oh.
Good job by Robertson that front.
Robertson got right in the grill of his man and prevented him from turning that puck in.
Yeah, USA trying to do a little slap pass there. But Robertson does a really nice job taking away that stick, preventing what could have been a very easy goal.
They coming right in. They score. That was Plant. Victor Plant with a goal. Power play. He's having a pretty good night until this period.
Yeah, I mean, I think a little bit hung out to dry by the defensive play. It's not just the defense, but it's all the way up and down the line for Michigan. Some sloppy coverage and putting Stephen Peck in some difficult positions.
And a couple of 2-on-0s.
Yeah.
And they score again. This time it's Burchild. Mikey Burchild, who had an assist on the game's first goal for USA. And they pulled to within 6-5. Up the ice they come. Here's Moldenauer coming in with a drive. And that puck missed the net. Now they'll try it again to the center. Moldy's going to take it to the hole. No, and it's chipped out center ice. So Haiti will send it right back in. Michigan's going to make a partial change here with a 1-goal lead. USA coming back into Michigan territory. Well, Moldy's been out there a while. He'll probably head off here when he gets a chance. As Mania comes up the ice with Keenan Draper. And you could hear Coach Narado's praise of his senior class in the pregame show.
Yeah, he has a ton of faith in this group. And I mean, they're
at the end of the ship, so they'll just dump it in.
Yeah, even in the offensive zone right now, you're seeing Michigan with much harder passes. Instead of stick handling the puck and overhandling it, they're just getting it, moving it, getting it on net, crashing the net, getting back to the way they like to play, because you saw a lot of them getting a little bit more fancy there in the first and second period. So I think you're seeing a little bit them bear down a little bit more defensively and offensively here early in the third period.
Now Drapes in behind the goal. Keenan Draper chips it on over for Tyler Duke. He's getting harassed there with a stick around the mask, but no penalty call. And USA has made quite a comeback in this one. As Wyatt Cullen, he got the game's first goal for USA to make it 3-1 at the time. Michigan added a goal to make it 4-1 as the puck goes in. And Lutner, they're moving it around. The shot, that went off a leg or two and wide of the goal and tipped down center ice. Michigan want to go for a line change.
Yeah, good shot block there. Penalty killing and battle through a little bit of adversity here. Maybe tighten things up defensively.
And not only that, with a short bench, you've got to put another player. Nice job by Peck, and then they ran into him.
Starting penalty kill group for Michigan. Getting back to basics. Nice job by Tyler Duke.
See him battle through a couple of checks.
Yeah, he just goes, all right, I'm playing defense again. I know how to do this. Nice job.
He is a warrior, isn't he? Now Plant comes in. Fantilli took his man off the puck. Now they'll work it around. Francisco with the puck. Deep slot to Cullen. He missed him with the pass. Now Plant has it. Plant in behind the goal. Tips it out toward the point. They try to get past Spence. And Duke took care of 2 USA players. And they'll send it down the ice. Good job by he and
put out our defensively responsible guys and get this thing killed.
And again, face-off win. And the Wolverines will plant the puck all the way down the ice. So USA. And look at Moldenauer playing cat and mouse there as the teams today like to drop that pass back through center ice to gather speed.
Yeah, good job by Mulder there. The same thing, holding his ground, understanding what USA is trying to do on their breakout and forcing a dump in.
Here's a shot, Peck. Oh, that was a quick right leg pad save there. And then the puck goes out of play. Now the Michigan Wolverines will come to center ice. Robertson took that face off and carried himself all the way out. So USA trying to get the game even. The puck came out in front. Watch out! And Peck comes out. Got a piece of that one. Fortunately, just got away from the USA forward. And that was Plant. Victor Plant already has a power play goal in the game. Here's Draper. And they whacked the stick out of his hand, but no. So 50 seconds left in the TJ Hughes major penalty. Of course, TJ had to go to the bench and then out into the locker room as he was giving a game misconduct penalty for contact to the head. And so far, so good with Michigan trying to kill this one off. USA trying to get it even. 6-5. Here's Cullen coming in. Oh, and that one off a stick in front. Back with a save. And then Moldenauer clears it down the ice.
A couple incredible saves there by Stephen Peck. He makes the stick save and then pushes across and makes a beautiful glove save to save a goal. Really nice job there by Stephen Peck.
As Gus stands up in the penalty box, out he comes. Here's Draper coming. Stop that rush. Stepped right into his man out there at center ice. That was Logan Lutner. A defenseman that will be headed to Denver and the Pioneers next year. Out center ice, here's Draper. Trying to cause some havoc in the D-to-D area, but USA comes back. Shot was blocked by Rail Mullen. Then Robertson over on the far boards. As USA trying to get this game even. Lutner back at the point. Off to the side of the goal now. Robertson takes it back there, flips it up the boards. Good job by Ty Duke to lift his man's stick, grab the puck, and send it down the ice so Michigan get a line change.
As the second half progresses.
Wolverines will fire at an open net and miss.
Tyler Duke, Luca Fantilli out there. Last 2 minutes.
There's Duke, and he'll send one down towards the open net. He missed. That'll be another icing call. So an empty USA net. They win the faceoff. They keep it inside. Here's a shot went wide. Another shot. Pack with a save. Now Duke battling along with Perron. They get it out to center ice. And here's an open net for Ernestine. He scores!
Hat trick for Josh Ernestine. Love to see it.